Just before we begin, I'd like to suggest that you watch the latest cyber violence video and subscribe to that channel if you enjoy it. Link on the screen now and in the description box. One laugh guaranteed, or your money back. Alright, now on to what I'm going to talk about today. Roasting the Jews has become a harmless internet tradition I'm sure you're all aware of. You know, you get edgelords online saying, Hitler did nothing wrong, which is just people being deliberately obnoxious. Because of course, if he did nothing wrong, why are there still Jews? Anyway, a few days ago now, a guy in Scotland apparently went too far with his Holocaust humour.
My girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is. And so I thought I would turn them into the least cute thing that I could think of, which is a Nazi. See, Kyle. Gas the Jews.
Disgusting and in fact horrifying. Oh, it's just one dog. Well, think about this. What happens when the Nazi pugs reach critical mass and suddenly there is a demand for Jew skin jerky? Understanding the true danger of a so-called joke like this, Scottish police arrested this man. No, really. Police got involved because it clearly caused so much upset and will do so much harm. You know, this has made me very angry, but I'm not surprised. Although, make no mistake, my lack of surprise doesn't quell that anger whatsoever. It's just, as much as I might talk shit about, say, Canada, we're not exactly perfect here in the UK either, particularly, it seems, in Scotland, where the police tweet things like this. Think before you post, or you may receive a visit from us this weekend. Use the internet safely. Before you post, think, is it true? Is it hurtful? Is it illegal? Is it necessary? Fuck me, I'm trying to imagine a necessary tweet. Screw it, just ban Twitter in Scotland. And finally, is it kind? Oh, turns out they were absolutely serious and it doesn't just apply to April Fools. Really seems like police in Scotland want you to be afraid to speak, to create comedy. Right? Well, it doesn't just seem this way. The post I just showed you wasn't just misguided and too general. The police understand exactly what they're doing, and this has been made clear in a nearly unbelievable comment made regarding the Nazi dog video arrest. According to the Telegraph's article, Detective Inspector David Coburn, although I want to say Cockburn, of Lanarkshire Criminal Investigation Department said, this clip was shared online and has been viewed almost 1 million times. And that makes it extra dangerous because I've heard that 1 like equals 1 Jew incinerated. He says, I would ask anyone who has had the misfortune to have viewed it to think about the pain and hurt the narrative has caused a minority of people in our community. Yeah, you sit there. Once you're done laughing, you sit there and think of how few people it's upset. The clip is deeply offensive, and no reasonable person can possibly find the content acceptable in today's society. I can't even joke about this line. I honestly feel upset by it. I honestly feel frightened that police are saying this. What does that sentence mean is justifiable in response to that video being posted? Does it mean if they could have it wiped off the internet, that would be the right thing to do? Should the police be going after those who share it and find it funny? I feel sick to my stomach. And finally, he said, this arrest should serve as a warning to anyone posting such material online or in any other capacity that such views will not be tolerated. Besides the fear that instills and the fear it is clearly intended to instill, can I just ask what views were presented? Is a dog watching a video of Hitler a view? Is a dog turning its head when you ask it a question a view? Is a dog lifting its arm when you say Sieg Heil a view? I don't think so. There is no message to it, it's just silly humour. It's not even satire that you could accidentally take seriously. It is purely just goofy. Although I guess perhaps the policeman could have been referring to this view as being unacceptable.
The least cute thing that I could think of, which is a Nazi.
How dare you! I'll have you know their uniforms were designed by Hugo Boss. I guess you never know though, it could be that the Scottish police are suddenly going that way. Or maybe this is the view they consider unacceptable.
I'm not racist, by the way.
You know, an ostensibly white man considering himself not to be racist. If that turned out to be the case, I probably wouldn't be as surprised as I should be. Obviously it's not, but of course it doesn't matter. this shouldn't be happening. You should not be getting a warning from the police for publishing creative work. It's not going to suddenly make everyone hate Jews, gang up on them and do something horrible to them. I don't know, let me think of something really nasty, heinous and barbaric at random. I don't know. Maybe we could start cutting a little bit off of all of their little boys' dicks. Oh wait, they already do that. Anyway, what I'm saying is we're not going to have the next Holocaust because a pug lifted its arm, or even if the guy was sincerely making statements. The police shouldn't be trying to intimidate people to stop them from speaking. That is fucked up and it needs to stop. It leaves me with a tight chest even though I'm down here in Oxfordshire, and it also leaves me afraid for those who are already less comfortable creating things and putting it out there, or less comfortable speaking their mind. Ultimately, I think what this means is, it is now our responsibility, particularly if you live in the UK and especially if you live in Scotland, to post more Jew and Holocaust jokes. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions. Alright, let's turn this video into a shill sandwich. I've been asked a bunch of times why I'm not uploading my streams anymore, and the answer is, I never stopped. They're just on a dedicated stream archive channel now. You should be able to click on the screen to get there, or it will be linked in the description.